Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nathan. If you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight for UFC 224, Nunes versus Pennington for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship of the World. And I just gotta throw out there on this fight, I saw the betting odds and they had Nunes like a minus 925 versus Pennington a plus whatever. I think this fight's a lot closer than that. So don't freak out over those betting odds. But anyhow, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But this will be an interesting competitive fight, I think. Pennington, I think she's gonna try to win it and definitely go for it. She's not someone who's gonna lay down and die. And so yeah, let's get started. This pre-fight rundown of the main card. So we got Amanda Nunes, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, defending again against Raquel Pennington, who definitely deserved this title shot. She's fought hard for this title shot, and there's a lot of speculation that Nunes was going to fight Cyborg, and then that fight, for one reason or another, didn't pan out. And so now we have a legit challenger for the belt going up against the champion. With that said, I wasn't sure who to pick on this one because I was like, well, Pennington, if she goes to a decision, she might have a chance. I would say, like, if it goes to a decision, Pennington has the better cardio, and I would give her, say, a 60% chance of winning this fight if it went to a decision. But I don't see it going to a decision. I think Nunes is going to, at some point, take it to the ground midway into this fight. So I think, no, I'm mistaken. Late in the second round, I think Nunes is going to get a knockout. I think she has heavy hands, and she'll work the boxing, and she'll feed off the crowd and the energy in Brazil, her being a Brazilian star in the UFC. And I think she'll get it done late in the second round by knockout. Then, in the co-main event in the middleweight division, we have Ronaldo Souza versus Kelvin Gastelum. This one, man, you know what? I've gone back and forth on this one. I wasn't sure what to pick, but I mean, it's just Ronaldo. It's like if he loses, he goes out on a shield. Gastelum, I mean, he wins or he loses and looks bad losing. But I mean, they're both very talented. They both have a lot of potential in the middleweight division. And, I think that Kelvin Gastelum should have gotten a title shot a little bit ago, actually. Ronaldo Souza, I got to go with him, round 3 submission. His submission skills are so technical and so well put, and he definitely puts that whole mentality of position over submission, which means, it's all about setting up those submissions and then going for it, rather than just going for submissions left and right and not getting them, but just keep going for submissions. So he really meticulates his grappling, and he's really good at it. And so I think late in the fight, he will get it done on the ground after wearing out Kelvin Gastelum. But Kelvin Gastelum's going to be fresh in that first round. So I would say mid-third round, Ronaldo Souza gets it done. Then in the women's, originally going to be strawweight matchup, but now it's a catchweight at 123. We have Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Cooper. I'm picking Mackenzie Dern first round submission. I think her grappling is too good over Amanda Cooper's. And so she's definitely going to be looking to take it to the ground quick and early. And she missed weight by 7 pounds. I understand why Amanda Cooper is upset with this. Excuse me. And yeah, Mackenzie Dern is just, it's going to make her look bad, though. She's going to win this fight with a submission, I think. But yeah, I mean, Amanda Cooper is going to be trying to avoid her to an extent and be backing up a lot, so I don't picture her boxing being a super big threat in that first round, because she'll be backing up too much, avoiding the shoots that Dern's going to be putting on her. And so I think Dern could get a single leg, like a low single leg takedown at some point, mid in the first round, take her down, and then late in the first round get a submission. So picking Mackenzie Dern, late first round submission. But yeah, Mackenzie needs to, I think about the flyweight division at this point. I mean, she missed weight by 7 pounds. I mean, that's really bad. So I think she's definitely going to want to consider moving up to flyweight. Then in the bantamweight division, we have John Lineker versus Brian Kelleher. Brian Kelleher, he had the big win over Renan Barão, I believe it was, and then John Lineker is a beast at 135, and I think 135 is the right weight class for him. And yeah, I'm picking Lineker by first round knockout. I think he feeds off the home field advantage in Brazil and gets a big knockout. And you know, just like Kelleher, let's see, yeah, he won that. Yeah, it was decision again. Yeah, you know, and you know, it's just he beat Barão, former bantamweight champion in the UFC, by decision. But I just, Barão's not what he used to be, and so Brian Kelleher had it a little easier there. But I mean, Kelleher is still going to have a career in the UFC, and he's talented, but I just think it's going to be John Lineker's night. Then in the middleweight division, to kick off the main card, we have Vitor Belfort, former UFC champ, versus Lyoto Machida, former UFC champ. And I went back and forth on this, but I'm going to have to go with Machida. I think his striking is going to be meticulous, and he's going to pick his shots, and that's going to be good. I could picture Belfort storming in and getting taken out, like how Randy Couture got taken out by Machida, where it's like he just steps to the side and does something. And then this going to the ground, it's pretty neck and neck. I mean, they're both well-skilled, well-versed Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners. And, you know, neither one really has a home field advantage here. But, yeah, I'm just going to say that, you know, Machida is going to, yeah, he's going to pick shots and just barely outpoint Belfort each and every round, en route to a decision victory like he did in his last fight. I could see it playing out like the Eric Anders fight. And so there you have it. There's my picks for this exciting main card. This card's definitely underrated. I'm probably as excited, if not more, for some of the prelims than some of the matches on the main card. Nick Hein, big fan of Nick Hein. Definitely check him out against Davi Ramos on the prelims. And then Warlley Alves versus Sultan Aliyev. Warlley Alves, he's one of the few guys to take out Colby Covington and do his thing. So he has that to his credit, and he looked good on the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 Brazil. So there you have it, and stay tuned in the coming days for my next Nate's MMA Corner episode, which will be a post-fight for this one. And so until then, see ya.